Good morning and welcome to the 2015 Pan Am Games Trials. We are less than 2 minutes away from the start of the first event, which is the men's singles. And as soon as that starts, we'll get right on it and get this program going. And it looks like we have a start in the men's single. We have David Ringham from Boston and Johan Rigon, Taylor Brown, and Lenny Futterman. So Johan Rigon is out in front. Johan finished second in the single sculls 2014 national championships and was the single sculler 2014 world rowing championships. And right now he is going for his first Pan Am appearance. And out in front doing a nice job. You see the 500-meter marker. Rowing very comfortably out in front with open water on the rest of the field. So we pan back. We can see Mr. Ringham right in front of us here, and on the far side, that's Taylor Brown. And on the far outside, out of the picture right now, is Lenny Futterman. There he is. So Mr. Ringham and Mr. Brown battling it out for second place, but clearly out in front with just over 1,000 meters to go is Mr. Rigon. And he is rowing easily out in front. A little bit of tailwind this morning, but otherwise a good morning for rowing. You can see the water is good. Through the 1,000-meter mark, and we have 2 to 3 boats of open water by Mr. Rigon. over Mr. Ringham and Brown, and then Mr. Futterman bringing up fourth place, about a boat of open water behind these two. Mr. Rigon rowing very nicely out in front with about 600 meters to go. Mr. Brown on the far side, who right after this flies right back to Austin, University of Texas. He's getting a degree in sports management. He's going to see sports from both sides as an athlete and as a sports management person, but not sure about his Pan Am. Success here. It looks like Mr. Rigon has this pretty well wrapped up. From the finish tower, so the lanes are reversed. We've got Mr. Futterman closest to us and Mr. Ringham on the far side now. But out in front in the white top from Vesper is Johan Rigon. Very relaxed out in front, as you can be when you watch the rest of the race unfold behind you. Barring any unforeseen circumstance, he knows he's got this pretty well wrapped up, because he has just opened up more and more open water between himself and his competitors. And it's Mr. Rigon across the line. But here, this is a great battle for second. Oh! Looks like Mr. Brown, Mr. Ringham, and then Mr. Futterman. Next race up is going to be the women's single, and we'll go to that as soon as the camera boat is ready. 250 here and Holmes push each other, get up in contention with Miss McFetridge. We'll see if that happens. It looks like Miss McFetridge is pushing them back. Elizabeth Sunshine there is in fourth place by about a boat length behind Pierce and Holmes. So 14 crews are going to represent the United States at the Pan Am Games July 10 through 26 in Toronto. There will also be a men's and women's quad and a men's 8, and those boats are going to be combo boats. The quads are going to be the lightweight double and the heavyweight double, and the 8 will be the men's 4 plus the top 2 pair finishers. The team will be announced May 22nd, this Friday. So Catherine McFetridge, rowing for Vesper, out in front by even a little bit more. They're through the 750-meter mark. Elizabeth Sunshine getting herself back in the game here. She is past Kelly Pierce and is moving up on Ann Holmes. Very close to the 1,000-meter mark. There you saw the top of the 1,000-meter marker right there. Miss McFetridge out front. Open water on the field, but Miss Sunshine making a big move. See if she can make a dent into Miss Fetridge's lead. Miss Sunshine making a big move around the 1,000. Has gone from a boat length down on second and third place and is now passing them. Still open water behind Miss McFetridge, so it'd be quite the task to catch her. But what a strong performance through the 1,000. Less than a boat length of open water. Elizabeth Sunshine, closest to the camera boat here. She's making a serious push. She's almost got bow on stern on Miss McFetridge. Almost bow on stern with about 600 meters to go. .500 meters to go. Almost bow on stern for Miss Sunshine on Miss McFetridge. We'll see what she can do in the last 500 meters. Miss Sunshine has now put herself open water ahead of Pierce and Holmes. Switching to the finish line camera. Little tougher to judge the distances here. And remember, the angle is reversed. So Catherine McFetridge is second from the left in the white top, out in front. Miss Sunshine is on the outside. Miss Sunshine still moving, still moving. She's still in second place, but she keeps moving a little bit. They've got less than 250 meters to go. So this is going to come down to a sprint. Miss McFetrich is still ahead by about a half a boat. But that margin keeps disappearing as they get closer to the finish line. Miss McFetrich still ahead by about a half a boat. Getting to the line. It is Miss McFetrich over the line. Sunshine, Pierce, and Holmes. That was the women's single. Up next is the men's double, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. men's double well underway. Lane 1 is Nicholas Good and Jonathan Kierkegaard. In lane 2 is Ryan Monahan and Sam Stitt. Lane 3 is Justin Keene and Chris Massey. Lane 4, Andrew Reed and Eric Frid. A lot of experience in these crews. It appears the Ryan Monahan, Sam Stitt double from Potomac and CRC is out in front. Ryan Monahan was in the pair at 2010 World Rowing Championship. Sam Stitt, 5th in the men's quad at the 2008 Summer Olympics. So a lot of experience out here, and they look like they are ahead. They're on the second boat to the right, followed closely by Potomac Penn AC, Justin Keene and Chris Massey. And they're just off to the left, also in red top. Ryan Monahan and Sam Stitt out in front by open water over the closest competitor. Justin Keene and Chris Massey in second place. Third place is Andrew Reed and Eric Frid. But everybody is open water behind this crew out in front of Ryan Monahan and Sam Stitt. It's a lot of experience in that boat. And it is the Monahan Stitt boat across the line, and a great battle here. But it is Keene and Massey in second place, Reed and Frid in third. And on the far side, Good and Kierkegaard. Next up is the women's double, and we'll bring that to you as soon as we can. The women's double is underway. We're having some issues with our camera launch, and so we'll get pictures from the water as soon as we can. In lane one, which is on the right-hand side of the screen, is Lindsay Meyer and Nicole Ritchie. Lane two is Stesha Carl and Haley Daniel. Lane three is Keza Beal and Molly Hamrick. Lane four is Michelle Tranell and Kara Leaning-Cole. Lots of experience in these doubles. Lindsay Meyer, 4 years on the national team. Finished 10th in the single sculls at 2010 World Championships and also an Olympian. And her partner, Nicole Ritchie, 2009 national champion in the senior 8 and senior 4. Stesha Carl finished 6th in the quadruple sculls at the World Cup in 2013, and has also won the single at the 2013 West Coast Fall Speed Orders. Ms. Beal, who's partnered with Ms. Hamrick. Ms. Beal finished 5th in double at the 2015 National Selection Regatta, the first one. And Ms. Hamrick finished 6th in the women's quad at the 2013 Under-23 World Championships. From this vantage point, looks like lane one, Lindsay Meyer and Nicole Ritchie are out in front. Followed by Ms. Beal and Ms. Hamrick. So lanes 1 and 3, 1 being on the far right-hand side of the screen. They have about 600 meters to go. And it looks to be between lane 3 and lane 1, the Meyer-Ritchie and Beal-Hamrick boats. Lane 2 trailing a little bit, Miss Carlisle and Danielle. These three boats out in front. Fourth place, Ms. Tranell and Leaning-Cole, trailing by several boats of open water behind these lead three boats. I think as they get closer, it's now looking like lane 3, Beal and Hamrick. Meyer and Ritchie on the outside. And now in the middle, Carlisle and Danielle They're in this too. These three boats are not separated by very much. Half a boat separates these three. But it looks like Meyer and Ritchie, Beal and Hamrick, those two boats just slightly ahead, but oh, this is coming down to the wire. Oh no, oh! Beal and Hamrick had a little misstroke there, a little bit of a digger. So now it is going to be between Meyer. Oh, it is Meyer Ritchie across first, Carlisle Danielle, then Beal Hamrick. And in fourth place, Turnell and Linen Cole. Next up will be the women's lightweight single, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. Women's lightweight single is underway. Lane 1 on the far right-hand side of the screen is Emily Schmeg, rowing for Potomac. Lane 2 is Monica Whitehouse, rowing for Sarasota. Lane 3 is Mary Jones, rowing for Vesper. And lane 4 is Catherine Shiro, rowing for SoCal Scullers. And out in front at this point, a little hard to say, but I would give it to lane 3, Mary Jones, or Emily Schmeg out in lane 1, but right now I'll give it to Mary Jones from Huntsville, Alabama. Finished 7th in the lightweight quad at the 2004 World Rowing Championships, and was in the lightweight 4 that won the 2013 Canadian Henley. And Emily Schmeg out in the far right-hand side in the red top. She was 2nd in the women's lightweight single at the 2014 head of the Charles. So women's lightweight single, and if we're lucky here, we're going to get a shot from the camera launch here soon. But out in front right now, give it to Mary Jones with about 1,000 meters to go, little more than 1,000 meters to go. Yep, we have you. We have you. As the crews pass, you can see lane 3 out in front. Mary Jones out in front doing a great job. Open water on the rest of the field. Emily Schmeg and Catherine Shiro, 2nd and 3rd. And Monica Whitehouse in 4th. Pan Am Games, it's a great event. July 10 through 26 in Toronto. Again, the team will be named Friday, pending approval from the U.S. Olympic Committee. But from here, the names will be submitted to the Olympic Committee. Don't want to say it's a rubber stamp, but it kind of is. Mary Jones rowing for Vesper with the big V on her back. Coming to the line, Mary Jones. Catherine Shiro. Emily Schmeg. And 5-6 strokes away is Monica Whitehouse. She'll be coming into view. There she is. Women's lightweight single. Next event will be the men's lightweight double, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. Underway at about the 250. It is the men's lightweight double. Lane 1, closest to the camera, Alex Twist and Jacob Jorgensen. Lane 2, Austin Meyer, Colin Etheridge. Lane 3, Matt O'Leary and Hugh McAdam. Lane 4, Tobin McGee and Philip Grisdella. Out in front is Lane 2, Austin Meyer and Colin Etheridge. Austin Meyer finished 10th in the lightweight double sculls at the 2014 World Rowing Championships. And Colin finished 7th in the lightweight quad at the 2013 World Rowing Championship. So a lot of experience in that boat. There they are, with everybody else packed in tightly behind them. Again, lane one closest to us is Alex Twist and Jacob Jorgensen. Lead boat. Open water on the field. Now they have a length of open water. And everybody else is there. You can see them right there, about a boat length back. Advantage will go to lane 3, Matt O'Leary and Hugh McAdam, but not by a whole lot. On the outside there, we can see Tobin McGee and Philip Grisdella. But open water out in front is this very experienced double. Both of them having World Rowing Championship experience. Through the 1,000-meter mark, it's out in front. It's Meyer and Etheridge. The other three boats bunched up by about a boat length. It would be quite the effort at this point, with about 750 meters to go, to catch our leaders, who are maintaining about that boat length of open water. Not a whole lot more, but still maintaining that boat length. The trailing group starting to break up a little bit more now, with about 600 meters to go. From the finish tower, again, lanes are reversed, so our leader is over towards the right-hand side of the screen. Open water on the field. Austin Meyer and Colin Etheridge. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's about 300 meters to go. Watch the buoys change from yellow to red. That indicates 250 meters to go. Our leaders on the right-hand side of the screen, rowing very comfortably out in front. Nearest competitor over a boat length of open water behind. Saw the rating take a jump there for the lead boat. Again, this double, the winning double here, will combine with the heavyweight double to make the quad at the games. Meyer and Etheridge across first. O'Leary, McAdams second. Twist and Jorgensen third. McGee and Grisdella fourth. Next up is the women's lightweight double. and we'll get to that as soon as we can. Underway is the women's lightweight double. Lane 1, closest to the camera launch, is Mary Foster. Lane 2 is Lauren Ayres. Lane 2 is Aaron Roberts and Hillary Sager. Lane 3, just to the left-hand side of the image there, is Victoria Burke and Sarah Giancola. And on the far side, lane 4 is Helen Tompkins and Liz Euler. 4 boats really, really close together. Picking them up between the 250 and the 500. Well, there's the 500 right there. Lane 4 has the slightest advantage. You can see it, 4-3-2-1. That's the order right now as they go through the buoys. The buoys are the best indicator to see who's ahead and what's going on, but it is 4, 3, 2, 1. In the women's lightweight double, over in lane 4, Miss Tompkins won a silver in the lightweight quad at the 2013 World Rowing Championships. So some good experience there. But in the boat right next to them, Victoria Burke and Sarah Giancola, they both have experience at either the 23 or Senior World Rowing Championships. So a lot of experience here. Now everybody's starting to spread out a little bit. But it is lanes 3 and 4 that are battling it out. On the outside, that's Tompkins and Euler. Right next to them is Burke and Giacola. Big move here before the 1,000-meter mark. Burke and Giancola. Let's see if Tompkins and Euler have a response to that. So through the 1,000, those are our two leaders. And the Burke Giancola boat continues to move out. They took a move right before the 1,000. Oh, but look at this bow number. That's Roberts and Sager rowing for Riverside. They're coming up a little bit here. And they, too, may pass Tompkins and Euler. But are they going to make any headway on Burke and Giancola? So Roberts and Sager moving up a little bit. Burke and Giancola moving out a little bit more, little more open water on the field as they get close to the 500-meter mark. Roberts and Sager moving up, but enough to catch this double? Hard to say at this point. So 500 meters to go. Little bit of open water to second place. Roberts and Sager. And that's Foster and Ayers in the picture right now as we go to the finish tower. It's about 400 meters to go. Burke and Giancola staying out front, getting a challenge from lane 2 just off to their right, Roberts and Sager. It's a challenge, but they are still a boat length down on our leaders. They've made a great push in the last 1,000 meters, Roberts and Sager. But it does not appear like it's going to be enough to catch our leaders. And again, the winner of this event will combine with the winner of the women's open double, and they will combine to make the quad at the Pan Am Games. So coming down to the line with a couple strokes to go, it is Burke and Giancola, Roberts and Sager. And coming into view now is Foster and Ayres. On the inside. It is Tompkins and Euler over Foster and Ayres. Next up will be the men's pair, and we'll get to that as soon as we can. Men's pair is underway. Lane 2, that is Brendan Harrington and Matthew Mahan are out in front. Lane 1 closest to us, out of view, is a CRC Vesper boat. On the far side is Taylor Brown and Joe Spencer, a Vesper Pin AC composition, composite. And out in front, though, is the Harrington Mahan boat. Other two boats are trailing open water behind. So at 1,000-meter mark, the lead for Harrington and Mahan has lessened a little bit. On the outside, it is Brown and Spencer. And the CRC Vesper boat trailing by a couple boats of open water. This race for the lead in the dark tops, Harrington and Mahan maintaining a lead, but not by as much as they were before. On the outside, Brown and Spencer moving slowly up with 750 around that to go. The top two pairs combine with the 4 to make an 8. So both of these boats will go to the Pan Ams, barring any unforeseen circumstances between here and the finish line. But who also gets to race the pair? That's what's going to be decided in the next 500 meters. So the boat in the middle, are off to the right a little bit in the dark tops, that's our leader. But the boat on the left, Brown and Spencer, had been moving for the last 500 meters or so, slowly moving up. But it is Harrington and Mahan who are still out in front. And they look like they have pushed their lead to a little bit more than we saw from the camera launch. Looks like they are now a boat length, maybe a little bit of open. We'll see as they get closer. Harrington and Mahan across the line. Brown and Spencer made a good push, but just couldn't maintain the speed. And then the CRC Vesper boat on the outside for third. Next up will be the women's pair. The women's pair is up next. The women's pair is well underway. Probably not get a picture from the camera launch, a little engine issue, but it's resolved. So hopefully for the next race we'll have them. Lane 1 is Maureen McAuliffe and Lily Keene. Lane 2, Claire Tolson and Taylor Gotzinger. Lane 3 is Molly Brugman and Emily Holzkamp. Lane 4 is Natalie King and Erin Boxberger. So lane 1, the McAuliffe Keene boat, is on the far right-hand side of the screen. All right, we are going to pick this one up from the water. And as the boats get even with the camera launch, we'll see what's going on. Lanes 2 and 3 appear to be in the lead. That's the 1250 meter mark, so 750 meters to go. Lane 3, the Brugman Holzkamp boat, out in front by a little bit of open water, possibly, over Tolson and Gotzinger. And there they are. There's our leader. A lot of experience in these boats, either at the U23 or at the Senior World Championships. Lane 2, Tolson and Gotzinger, not far behind, but there's not a whole lot more left in this race. 600 meters. Tolson and Gotzinger. Oh, a little bit of a digger in the Brugman Holzkamp boat. And Tolson Gotzinger moved up a little bit. .500 meters to go. And the lead has tightened up a little bit because of a little bit of a digger, a little bit of a crab in the Brugman Holzkamp boat. Tolson and Gotzinger took advantage of that and moved about a half a boat. Those two are well ahead of their competitors. Both boats from the training center in Princeton. Now, the boat closest on the left-hand side is the Brugman Holzkamp boat, and they are maintaining the slightest of leads over Tolson and Gotzinger. And as they get close, it looks like Tolson and Gotzinger, oh no! Back to Holzkamp and Brugman. And coming to the line, it is Holzkamp, Brugman, Tolson, Gotzinger, second place. Oh, what a battle that was in the last 750 meters. McAuliffe and Keene across the line, and still a few strokes away is King and Boxberger, and they will be coming to the line just a moment. And there they are. Women's pair. Brugman and Holzkamp A hard-fought battle, last 750 meters, taking the win there. Next up, we have the men's 4, men's lightweight 4. Each of these boats they're going to race each other, but they have to complete the course in order to qualify for the Pan Am Games, but they don't have any competitors in their category. And we'll get to that race as soon as we can. So the 4s are underway. And these boats just need to finish the race. As much as they are racing each other, it's 2 categories of boats. So they just have to get down the course safely. In the white tops closest to us is the lightweight 4. That's Matthew Donahue, Robin Prendez, Peter Gibson, and Andrew Welland. On the far side, is Keen Johnson, Nireg Gureg, Kyle Peabody, and David Ake. So this is a lightweight versus open weight battle. Last race of the morning for the 2015 Pan Am Games trials. These boats just racing for pride here. Less than 750 meters to go. Or, I'm sorry, right about 750 or so. It looks like the lightweights are maintaining a little bit of an advantage over the open weights. See how much the heavyweights can close in the last 600, 650 meters. Right now they are open water down behind the lightweight, 4. With 500 meters to go, it's about a half a boat of open water. You can see that gap narrowing. Lightweights trying to fend off the heavyweights. The lightweights move. Lightweights saw that happening. Less than 100 meters to go to the line. Lightweights maintaining that open water lead, actually stretching it open a little bit more. So you come to the line. And both boats are across the line, and that concludes racing for the Pan Am trials. Hope you'll join us later for World Championship trials and other events that we'll be broadcasting live. Thanks. Bye-bye.